in the second question, the second question is that the stopping potential V naught versus frequency nu plot of a substance is shown in figure. The threshold wavelength is, option A is 5 into 10 to the power 14 meter, option B is 6000 angstrom, option C is 5000 angstrom, and option D cannot be estimated from given data. And the graph is given as, this is the graph V naught 2 1 4 5 6 7 8. Nu into 10 to the power 14 hertz. These are the frequencies of the radiation of the incident waves falling on the emitter. This is emitter. Now we will, in this question, we have to determine the threshold wavelength. So we know the equation E is equal to 5 plus k max. Okay, so here if the energy, here these are the frequency, so if the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter will be smaller than the threshold frequency, then no electron will be ejected out from the emitter, and hence to stop them no stopping potential will be required. So up to this frequency, there is zero value of the stopping potential. It means that no electrons are being ejected from the emitter. So this is the value for the stopping, this is the value of the threshold frequency, because if the frequency increases from 5 into 10 to the power 14 hertz, then the electrons are ejected from the emitter, and so stopping potential is required to stop the electrons to fall on the collector. So from this equation also we can determine that K max is equal to E minus 5, and this is equal to E V naught is equal to E minus 5, and V naught is equal to E minus 5 by E. If this energy, this is equal to what? This is equal to H nu minus 5 E. So if the value of the nu will be smaller such that the incident energy of the photon will be smaller than the work function, then we need not the stopping potential. So it means this is nothing but the frequency which is sufficient to eject the electrons from the emitter. So this is threshold frequency. So this is the threshold frequency here. It means it is given that what is given? Threshold frequency nu naught is given as 5 into 10 to the power 14 hertz, and we need lambda naught. Lambda naught is the threshold wavelength. This will be what? Threshold wavelength lambda naught will be equal to C by nu naught. So this is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is nothing but the speed of light, and nu naught is given as 5 into 10 to the power 14. This is equal to 0.6 into 10 to the power minus 6. This is equal to 6000 10 to the power minus 10. This is equal to 6000 angstrom. Hence, option B is correct. That is the wavelength of the threshold wavelength is equal to 6000 angstrom. Now we will discuss question number 3. The question number 3 says that which of the following graphs represent the variation of maximum kinetic energy Ek of the emitted electrons with frequency nu in photoelectric effect correctly. These are the 4 graphs. We have to choose the correct graph. All graphs are representing the maximum kinetic energy of the photoelectrons with respect to the frequency of the photoelectron, for frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter. So here we will analyze the graph. According to question, we know that E is equal to phi plus K max. So K max will be equal to E minus phi, and this is equal to K max is equal to S nu minus phi. From this equation, if the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter will be smaller than the threshold frequency, then electrons will be not able to eject out from the emitter, and hence there will no value of maximum kinetic energy, which is represented by this section of the graph. Here you can see that the frequency of the graph of this section, you can see that the frequency is smaller than the threshold frequency u naught. So here the energy of the photoelectron, the energy of the photon is not sufficient such that the electrons come out from the metallic plate. Means the electrons of the metallic plate are not getting sufficient energy from photoelectrons so that they can eject out from the emitter. Now if the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter will increase, then the electrons will be able to eject out from the emitter, and in this case they will move towards the collector, and so they will have some value of the maximum kinetic energy, which is represented by the graph, by this segment of the graph. Hence this option is correct. Now we will also check whether this segment of the graph will be straight line or not. So from this equation we can write H nu plus phi minus H nu plus phi plus K max is equal to 0. It means minus H nu plus K max plus phi is equal to 0. 1 into 2. This is identical to the equation of a straight line ax plus by. This is 1 into by plus c is equal to 0. Here a is equal to, here you can see here a is equal to minus h, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 5. So the graph will be straight line for the frequency of the incident radiation greater than the threshold frequency, and this option is correct. Now if we will check option A, then when the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter will be just is greater than 0, then there will be some value of maximum kinetic energy according to this graph. But it is not possible because we are knowing that the frequency should be greater than the threshold frequency, and this option is not. Now we will check option number B. In this option, again we can see that even the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter is 0, but still there is some value of the maximum kinetic energy. But it is not possible because at 0 frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter, no electron can eject out from the emitter. So this is also wrong. Now for option C, we can check again here. Again you can see that there is 0 value of the frequency of the radiation falling on the emitter, but still there is some value of the maximum value of kinetic energy of the photoelectrons. So it is also not possible. Therefore option D is correct. Students, I hope that you was answered well, and I also hope that you understood all the answers of these 3 questions well and properly. Thank you.